welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a makeup tutorial on this holiday glam look. This is my favorite time of year, you guys, so I couldn't wait to film my first holiday makeup look today. I wanted something glittery and sparkly, highlight on fleek, and I went a little bit overboard with all the glitter, but I mean, can you go overboard with sparkle during holiday time? I don't think so. I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit with this look, with the copper in the waterline and a sparkly lower lash line. So I really hope you guys enjoy this look. I'll link all the products I use as always down in the description bar, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Before I get started, I'm going to use some of this Evian facial spray all over. This is just going to help revive my skin while we do the eyes. So starting off with the eyes, I'm going to prime them like usual. I'm using the soft ochre paint pot from MAC, and this just evens out my whole eyelid and acts as a base for eyeshadow so that it doesn't crease and it lasts all day. So all the eyeshadows I'm going to be using are from Colourpop Cosmetics, one of my favorite brands. And the first color I'm going to be using is As If, and it's a taupey brown color. So I'm just taking this with a fluffy brush back and forth in the crease as our transition shade. Now I'm going to deepen up that crease a little bit with this saddle brown color. This is called Bandit, and I'm just taking a smaller crease brush and going back and forth. Since this brown is a little bit darker than the last one, it just makes everything look a little bit more faded and airbrushed and a little bit more seamless. So now I'm going to add a little bit of a color block dimension. I'm taking the color Party Time, which is a dusty gray shade, and I'm using a Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer Brush number 227. I love how this gray just notches up the look because you're mixing cool and warm tones, and I love this brush for this. This fits into your crease so perfectly when you want a really defined crease look, which is kind of what I'm going for in this look. I want it to be a little bit neater, and I want that gray to really pop. So I'm just taking that color back and forth right under Bandit. So now I'm taking the color Millionaire all over the lid. Can we take a second to appreciate this eyeshadow? It is out of this world. It is like a Christmas present holiday party all over your eyelid. It is amazing, and I love Colourpop's metallic eyeshadows, but this one is just on another level. They're only $5. They're so affordable. But my favorite brush to apply Colourpop metallic eyeshadows is the Morphe G14. This picks up the shadows better than any other brush that I've ever used. So I'm just packing this all over the lid. Like, I can't. It's so pretty. So now I'm going to take the color Fairfax, and this is a dark brown color. I'm going to be taking a Morphe M519, the domed crease brush, and I'm just using a little bit of this to deepen up the colors in the crease a little bit. It's going to deepen up that gray and that light brown for a little bit more of a cut crease look. I don't want it too dark, but I do want to add a little bit more dimension, and this brush fits perfectly in the crease. I wanted to add a dramatic winged liner to this look, so I'm taking the Colourpop gel color in the shade Swerve. It's just a dark black, and I'm using a Sigma angled eyeliner brush. I usually start by lining the top lash line a little bit. It kind of helps provide a guideline for my winged eyeliner, and then I like to bring the wing outwards with the tip facing out, and then I just drag the end of the tip towards the lash line, creating a triangle, and then I just fill it in and make it as thick as I want it. For this look, I kind of pointed the wing upwards a little bit. Usually I like to go a little bit straighter out, but I wanted it super thick and super dramatic with this eye look. I was really impressed by the quality of this eyeliner. It's only $6, so I wasn't sure what to expect, but honestly, it's almost as good as my Inglot gel liner. This one's a little bit more fluid and has a little bit more of a gloss finish to it. So now I'm going to curl my eyelashes and add a little bit of mascara. I'm going to use a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury mascara. I think this is the Full Fat Lashes mascara. And then I can move on to lashes. For lashes, I'm using some of the new velour silk lashes that launched at Sephora. I mentioned them in my November favorites, and these are the fluff and thick style. I know I'm not the only one who celebrates once I get my liner and lashes on. Holla! To prime my face, I'm taking the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I've been a little bit dry lately, so I wanted something a little bit more hydrating. And then for foundation, I'm taking the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. You guys, oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with this foundation. I've been using it every single day for a little over a month now. I know I mentioned this in my November favorites as well. It just makes my skin look so flawless, and I love the color because it has a little bit of yellow in it, and I'm more olive undertoned. My body is, but my face doesn't have a whole lot of pigment, so it just matches my face to my body, I feel like almost perfectly, and it makes my face look so even and just covers up everything. So I'm just applying this with my beauty blender. Then I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use the color dark brown. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, but that's the shade that I use. I like to start on the bottom of the brow and create that little, I don't know what's it called, the line on the bottom, you know, kind of get my shape. And then after I go on the bottom, I like to brush my brow hairs downwards because I don't have a whole lot of hair on the top of my eyebrows. So I like to see where my natural eyebrows stop, and then I create my arch and fill it in. And if you're using an eyebrow pencil, make sure to brush out the product as you're filling it in. And it might not seem like it makes a whole lot of a difference, but it really does if you do that while you fill it in every once in a while. It really helps to blend the product and make it look more like brow hairs. Moving on to under eyes, I'm going to take the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and I'm going to place this right where I have darkness underneath of my eyes. The brush that I use for this is the Morphe G17, and then I'm just going to blend this out with my beauty blender, and this is going to color correct the darkness under my eyes, and it's also illuminating, so it reflects the light back at you and just brightens up that whole under eye area, and it also acts as a primer for your concealer, and it will help it not to crease. Then I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and go right underneath the eyes in a triangle, on the bridge of the nose, around the nose, because that's where I've been getting redness. Also on the center of my forehead and the center of my chin, just to highlight. And this is one of my favorite concealers because it blends out so evenly, and it's also high coverage, but it doesn't feel extremely heavy. It's still very hydrating, and it just makes everything look even, and I feel like it makes your skin look like a doll. Like, it makes everything just look airbrushed. To set my concealer, I'm going to take the MAC Shaping Powder in the color Emphasize. It's a stark white shade. I haven't pulled this bad boy out in a hot minute. I used to use it all the time, but since I am pretty fair right now, I haven't self-tanned in months. I've been using this a lot recently to set my concealer and to brighten. I've been looking for a little bit more of a brighter under eye lately, so I've been going in between this and my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, but today I'm going for a full glam look, so I'm using this to set underneath of my eyes and also on the bridge of my nose and everywhere I place that concealer, and you can tell it just really brightens up that area. Then I'm going to bronze up my face with the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in the shade number 30. I haven't pulled this out in a few months either. This is my go-to bronzer this summer, but I'm going to use it to bronze and kind of contour. It's a little bit warm to contour with, but it looks really beautiful on the skin, and I want my face to look really warm. So I'm going to take this Duo Fiber brush from Morphe. It's the small one. I'll link it down below, and I'm just going to go in the hollows of my cheeks, around my temples, and then I'm going to take a little smaller brush in a second to contour my nose. For blush, I'm going to take this warm plum shade from Tarte. It's called Embellish, and it's from one of their holiday kits, and I'm using a Morphe M530 to apply it, and it is so soft. It applied my blush perfectly. Now I gotta make sure my highlight game is on point for this look, so I'm gonna start with Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight. I've been using this so much, like in all of my videos recently, this is what I've been wearing, and I've had so many people like insane, what is your highlight, what is your highlight? And it's been Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and I've also been mixing it with this next product. So I'm going to be adding some of the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight in the shade Starlight right over that Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and it just makes the perfect light gold color because, like I said, I'm a little bit paler right now, and it kicks your highlight up to another level. Going back to the eyes, I'm going to line my waterline with this Colourpop liner in the shade Show Me, which is a beautiful copper color. And I am in love with these eyeliners. They apply so silky and creamy, and they're only $5. Like I said, Colourpop is so affordable, and look how easy this applies in the waterline. I've tried color liners before in my waterline, and I feel like a lot of the times they don't apply as vibrantly, but look how pigmented this color is. Then I'm taking the Colourpop liner in the shade Get Paid. This is more of a rose gold color, and I'm going right over that color. I told you guys I went overboard with the glitter and the metallic in this look, but you couldn't stop me. I'm in the holiday spirit, and I figured the more metallic, the better. And I'm gonna add a little bit of that As If light brown shadow from Colourpop right on the lower lash line, just to add a little bit of a shadow underneath of that copper. And you can see just how beautiful that copper reflects in the waterline, and it's something so different and definitely stepping out of my comfort zone for me, and I love the way that it turned out. And since I'm so obsessed with that Millionaire shade we put on the eyelid, I'm going to take it on a pencil brush and just tap it right on the lower lash line to add even more sparkle, and this just screams holiday to me. And in this look, it's the little details that make everything stand out. So I'm just tapping this under the lower lash line over that As If shade. And I'm just taking some of Gilded Honey on the inner corners to make my eyes look even brighter. So now for the lip color, I'm taking Urban Decay lip pencil in the shade Liar, one of my current favorite lip pencils. It's a perfect everyday rose shade. And then I'm taking Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Beeper. This is one of my favorite colors from them. It's a perfect everyday brownie nude shade. Sounds like I meant brownie, that you eat a brownie, but you know what I'm saying, like a brown nude color. And every time I wear this on Snapchat or Instagram, everyone asks what it is, and it's usually Beeper because it just looks so beautiful and it gives color to your lips, but it's not going to steal the show from the eyes. If you guys want a video all about liquid lipsticks, let me know because these are some of my favorite and they're only $6. So now that the makeup is complete, we can move on to the outfit. I picked an olive green bandage dress with these charcoal caged up heels, and then my necklace kind of matches my shoes and my dress. It's a olive and charcoal necklace, and that completes my look. I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Don't forget to thumbs up if you did, and I hope you're having a great holiday season. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.